What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 73 of our MLB The Show 24 Pittsburgh Pirates franchise mode. The 98-win Pirates, they are heading out to San Diego for game 162 on the regular season. Take a look at Tatis, they're heading to right field. Now take a look at both the Padres and the Pirates, 98-63 for the Pirates, and, well, not quite 98-63 there for the Padres. Nick Lodolo, the former Reds starter, 32 starts, 17-8 with 218 innings pitched, a 296 ERA, 102 whip, 228 punch-outs, a 26% strikeout rate, and a 4% walk rate. Okay there, Nick, I see you. I didn't know your game like that. Cal Schwarber leads things off with a strikeout there. He did his 500th home run earlier in this season, only batting 220 though. Next up, Dylan Cruz. Cruz fights that to right. In comes Tatis, and making the grab will be out number 2 here in the inning. Take a look at the Pirates lineup. It is the usual suspects here, except there's no Tamar Johnson. We have Nico Poco Grego batting in the 9th hole. He's on the roster the entire season, never recorded an at-bat. Yeah, he was our utility infielder. Never saw any playing time, which is wild. Spencer Jones strikes out. That's going to end the inning there. So 1-2-3 for Lodolo. On the mound here for the Pirates, it is Paul Skenes, 33 starts, 29-2, 255 innings pitched, a 34 ERA, 0.9 whip, 283 punch-outs, a 27% strikeout rate, and a 7% walk rate there. So Skenes must be wondering, why does he have such an elevated win total there? Well, Garrett Cole's relegated to the bullpen here for the month of September. So in doing so, we've gone down to a 4-man rotation. So Skenes has more or less inherited one extra start every 5 days. So that has increased his win total from probably about 20 to 29 starts here. Looking for his 30th win in today's game. He's on the right path there, striking out the side in order. Love to see that. Now up comes Henry Davis. Davis fights off that fastball below the zone into right field. That's going to be a leadoff single here in the 2nd inning. Love to see that. Up comes Bryce Eldridge. Eldridge rounds that one to 3rd, to 2nd, over to 1st in time. That's going to be a 5-4-3 double play there, started by Rosario. Up comes Tanner Schobel up. He grounds that one back to 3rd. He's got it over to 1st in time. That's going to be a 1-2-3 2nd inning for Lodolo. On our bottom half, here we got Tatis leading things off. He's batting cleanup, and he strikes out there, 102 up and in. That's going to be 4 straight punch-outs now for Paul Skenes. Up comes MJ Melendez, the left fielder, and he will strike out as well. Back-to-back Ks there for Skenes in the inning, and that's 5 straight on the day. Here we go, we have Eggy Rosario, and he strikes out, fastball up and way in. And that's going to be 6 straight punch-outs as Skenes punch-outs in order. Hassel leads off the 3rd with a strikeout, drop 3rd strike, throw by the catcher, and that's going to be in time for out number 1. 1 down now here in the inning. 3rd of the game now for Lodolo. Here comes Connor Griffin. Griffin sends that to right center-ish field. Center fielder Merrill's got it on the run, and that's going to be out number 2. So 2 down now here in the 3rd. Up comes Nico Poco Grego, and he rips one to right, high, deep, and into that 2nd tier of the right field bleachers. I'm not sure if we'll call that a 2nd deck right there. If that's still the 1st deck, I'm not sure how Petco really gets down out there. But a solo shot there for Nico Poco Grego. And that's going to be his first Major League home run and his first Major League hit. Yeah, you love to see it for the guy who's been on the roster for the last 161 games, finally getting an at-bat and seeing some playing time. Up comes Kyle Schwarber, 2-2 count, swing and a miss there on the off-speed pitch inside, and that's going to end the 3rd. Bottom half the 3rd now, here we go. We have DeVeers. He strikes out swinging that for out number 1. 7 straight for Skenes. Up comes Drew Waters. Waters, 2-2 count. Way too early on that one. That's going to be out number 2, and that's going to be 8 straight punch-outs here on the day. Up comes Tanaka. Tanaka will swing through that one. Big out number 3. 9 straight punch-outs to start this game for Paul Skenes. Love to see that as we head to the 4th. Up comes Dylan Cruz. Dylan Cruz slaps that into left field, just beats through the infield there for a leadoff single. Melendez gets that into DeVeers quickly, and there you go, leadoff single for Dylan Cruz. Up comes Spencer Jones. Jones sends that to left as well. Melendez underneath makes the grab. Cruz goes back to first, and that's going to be a fly out for out number 1. So 1 down now here in the inning. Up comes Henry Davis. Davis grounds that one to the shortstop, who botches it over to first in time, so only will get 1 this inning. Yeah, DeVeers there on the area. Hate to see that. Up comes Eldridge, who chases the off-speed pitch out of the zone, and that one will finally end this 4th inning. Bottom half, here we go. We have Nico Horner up, and Horner goes down looking. 10 straight punch-outs to start the game. Paul Skenes unhittable through 3 1/3. Full count to Merrill. Merrill swings through that one. That's 11 straight now for Paul Skenes. Paul Skenes on the cusp of being one of the single greatest pitching performances of all time, as Luis Arias, the contact hitter, sends that deep right field. Misplay by Hassel. That one gets over his glove. That's going to be a 2-out double there for Luis Arias. So that breaks up the strikeout streak at 11 as he picks up his 33rd double. Tatis up, and Tatis strikes out swinging. That's going to end the inning there. 12 punch-outs for Paul Skenes. Up comes Tanner Schobel. Here we go. That one's fought to the right side. Second baseman Horner's got it to Arias in time for out number 1. Up comes Hassel. 1-2 count. Chopper back to Horner. Horner has it. He's going to go to first with it in time for out number 2. 2 quick groundouts here for Nick Lodolo in the top of the 5th. Lodolo's pitch count, a decent amount, 73, so a little high through 5. But a very quick 5th inning here will keep that pitch count down. So, fly out there to the third baseman, Eggy Rosario. That's going to end the 5th. On now to the bottom half of the inning. As Skenes here, full count to Melendez, who goes down looking at 102 right down the chute there. That's going to be 2 straight punch-outs, 13 on the day. Up comes Eggy Rosario. He's going to be strikeout number 14 on the day. Love to see that there for Skenes. We have DeVires up. He grounds that one to Schobel. Schobel, master with the glove, has it over to first in time. That's a 1-2-3 5th there. That's the first out recorded, not by strikeout. Up comes Nico again. Grounder up the middle. And there you go, Nico. Second hit of the game. Love to see that there for the utility man. And there you go. He's on first base with that lead-off single. So, first man up on first base. Up comes Schwarber. 0 for 2 on the day. He drives that fastball deep to left field. Melendez giving chase. High, deep, but caught on the warning track. Nico has to retreat. And that's going to be out to number 1. Up comes Cruz. Cruz pops this one up. In comes DeVires, the shortstop, and he makes the grab for out number 2. So 2 down now here in the 6th. And up comes Spencer Jones, who chases the off-speed pitch out of the zone. That's going to end the inning there. On now, bottom half of the inning, as Paul Skenes looking to keep it going. Here we go, full count Drew Waters, and Waters strikes out swinging there. Lots of full counts for Skenes on the day. Definitely not helping that pitch count as he strikes out 15th man on the day. Up comes John Tanaka, who strikes out as well. Love to see that. That's 16 on the day here for the righty Skenes. Nico Horner, full count again, second of the inning, and Horner strikes out for the 17th punch-out of the game. On now, top of the 7th, Skenes on phase through 6. Up comes Davis. Davis pops this one up. Luis Arias, foul territory, and he's going to make the grab there for out number 1. So 1 down now here in the 7th inning. And this game is flying by here, already through 7. Up comes Bryce Eldridge. He sends that one left center. That's going to get down 1 hop, 2 hops to the wall. Eldridge will pull in the second base there with a double. You'd like to see that there with 1 out in the inning. 34th of the season for Bryce Eldridge. Now up comes the Padres manager. They're going to make a pitching change right now. So Lodolo's day is done. The runner on second base is his. He did allow 1 run on the solo shot, but he has been masterful through the rest of this game, though. So out of the bullpen here comes Connor Hurt. In 58 games, he's 2-0, 13 holds, 7 innings pitched, a 4.24 ERA, a 28% strikeout rate. Lefties and righties batting about the same, about 1/100th of a percentage difference. Up comes Schobel, who grounds that one to Horner. Eldridge goes to third on the play, so runner on third now with 2 outs in the inning. So Hurt trying to get out of the jam here. Up comes Hassel. Hassel grounds that one up the middle. The run will score. That's going to be charged to Nick Lodolo. So there you go. A 2-out single off of Connor Hurt. That hurts the Padres' chance. Connor Griffin up. The Griffin to right. That drops down. There you go. Back-to-back singles there for the Pirates. Playing a little bit of small ball here off of the bullpen arm. Up comes Nico again. Nico, he gets his third hit of the game. Runner on second, rounding third, heading home. You love to see that. And thrown out going to third is Connor Griffin. Not what you wanted to see there. 3-0 is the score here in the 7th. Skenes still out there. Robert Hassel playing in the corner, leaping. That's going to be off the wall. Hassel loses. It has to come all the way in for it. Bryce Eldridge finally picks it up. That's a leadoff triple there for Jackson Merrill. So some defensive blunders there in the outfield. And Merrill keeps his hitting streak alive there. He's up 12 games. Luis Arias pops this one up. That's going to be fair. The run will score. And Skenes will make the play at first there. So like a high chopper pop-up combo. Tatis up, and Tatis strikes out swinging there. That's going to be lucky number 18 on the day. Up comes MJ Melendez. Melendez will strike out swinging. 100-mile-an-hour is inside, and that's probably going to end Skenes' day there. 19 strikeouts. Now comes Matt Cronin. Cronin, 32 games, 2-1, 5 holds, 36 innings pitched, a 3.96 ERA. 24% strikeout rate. Right is batting 218. Left is batting an abysmal 178 against Cronin. Up comes Schwarber. Grounds that one past the diving third baseman. That's going to roll all the way to the wall, do the shift, and Kyle Schwarber has himself a lead-off double. Love to see that there for Kyle. Good job, Kyle. 22nd of the season there. Up comes Dylan Cruz now, who grounds that one up the middle. Horner has it over to first in time. Schwarber does go to third on the play. So there you go. So big 1 out right there. Now up comes Spencer Jones. 1-2 count, and Jones rips that to right. That one will be caught by Tatis. Schwarber clearly is going to hold up on that one. He's not going to try and test Tatis's arm. So 2 outs now in the inning. Up comes Henry Davis. 1 for 3 on the day. Grounder. Right to Eggy Rosario, over to first in time, stranding Kyle Schwarber. That's going to end the 8th inning there. On now, bottom half, Skenes still out there. He wants to finish this one strong, and he's got strikeout number 20 on the day. Up comes now DeVeers, 2-1 count. He pops this one up. Jones comes in, and Spencer Jones going to make the grab there for out number 2. So 2 outs now here in the 8th. Up comes Drew Waters. 2-2 count. And Waters strikes out swinging there. And that's going to end the 8th inning there. 21 strikeouts for Skenes here. And up comes Sam Hentges. 12 games, 3-2, 16 pitched, a 2.20 ERA, 35% strikeout rate. Ray's batting 240. He's batting an abysmal 111 against them. Bryce Eldridge leads things off. 2-2 count. Sends that one to center. That one's going to get down. 1 hop, 2 hops to the wall right there as it clips off the base. And that's going to be a leadoff double for the Pirates' first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. So standing on first now, 35th of the season. Up comes Tanner Schobel. Grounds that one to DeVeers. Eldridge retreats back to second. Over to Arias in time for out number 1. Now here we go, Robert Hassel. What the hell was that? Chasing that slider way too far out of the zone. For out number 2 in the inning. Up comes Connor Griffin. Grounds that one down the third baseline. Fair ball. Rounding thirds Eldridge. Connor Griffin going to hold up there at first. And Eldridge scores all the way from second. It's an RBI single there for the Pirates shortstop. Now out of the pen here comes Tom Cosgrove. So very short leash for that last receiver. 15 games, 11 holds, 11 innings pitched, a 3.27 ERA. 13% strikeout rate. Ray's batting 316. Lefties, a paltry 143 here against Tom. All right, Nico up. Nico takes the fastball to center field. Merrill underneath makes the grab, and that ends the 9th inning there. On now, bottom half, here we go. Forrest Whitley looking for his 40th save of the season. 54 games, a 3-3 record, 39-44 in saves, a 3.16 ERA, a 25% strikeout rate. Right, he's batting .242, he's batting .202 against the former All-Star. So, roped into center field, John Tanaka greets Forrest Whitley with a leadoff single. Not what you want to see there for your closer, but with a 3-run lead, we do have some room to play with. Nico Horner to Grego, over to Connor Griffin, back to Eldridge in time for a 4-6-3 double play. There's 2 outs in the inning. Out comes Jackson Merrill, swinging a miss on the cutter. That's going to end the game, and on to the postseason comes the Pirates. 99 wins on the season. That's what you like to see there, to go along with their 63 losses. So Skenes, of course, a masterful game here, only allowing the 1 run. 30th win of the season achieved. 40th save for Whitley. Lodolo racks up loss number 9. He did allow 2 on the day. 8 innings, 2 hits, 21 strikeouts, no walks, and an earned run there for Skenes. Player of the game and the win, of course. Lodolo, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 earned runs allowed. Whitley did knock his 40th save of the season. The Pirates finished 99-63, good for a 6-11 win percentage, and they've won our division, taking on the winner of the wild card round. So there you go, good for the Pirates. Love to see that there for the squad we put together. Take a look, Schwarber, 40 home runs, batted .221. Bit of a difference previous seasons, kind of all power now, nothing really else. 32 out of Dylan Cruz there in that 2 spot. Love to see that. Probably one of the better acquisitions we've made this series. Spencer Jones up to or down to an 88 overall. 22 home runs, not bad for the center fielder. I mean, not really a huge power guy there, but 22 is not too shabby. Henry Davis there out of the catcher position, 90 overall. He's definitely come a long way in this series. I don't think he played even year number 1. 25 home runs, a .281 respectable average right there for the catcher. Bryce Eldridge, 86 overall, 20 home runs. Again, not a big power guy. Definitely more of a contact and a fielding type here. So, not bad. Carlos Correa, 19 home runs in his split time at third base. Not too shabby there, a .303 average. 257 there and 17 home runs out of Robert Hassel. Kind of a down year for Robert. Pretty sure we've seen him do better. Griffin, 19 home runs, 267 average right there. Again, not too shabby. And 32 home runs there out of Tamar Johnson. Love that. Mitch Jebb, 19 at-bats in the season, 1 home run, 211 average. Not great. 5 at-bats, a home run, 2 RBI, 600 average there for Nico. Lonnie White, how'd Lonnie White do? Not good at all. Get off the team, Lonnie. You're trash. Look at that. Tanner did okay in his split time with Carlos Correa. And Tate, not bad there to be the backup for Henry Davis. Not bad at all, actually. 30-2 there for Paul Skenes. 34 punch-outs, a 1.33 ERA. That 1 run definitely hurt him. A .88 whip. Jared Jones went 20-6 to 2.55 ERA. Not too shabby there for Jared Jones. Love to see that there for the young righty. All right, Anthony Salametto, how'd he do? 14-13, a 4.82 average. This guy just seems like he always racks a bunch of wins, but his ERA is always hot garbage. And then Bubba Chandler, 12-7, a 3.74. Again, just another innings eater type of guy right there. Both, Anthony and Bubba both eat a lot of innings. 2.82 there at Joe Ritchie, so glad he's finally figured it out here. Definitely took him a couple years, but he's got it. Garrett Coley, 6.53 in split time between the rotation and the bullpen. Hoffman, 4.71 is probably his last season here in Pittsburgh. Mick Abel, how did he do? 3.14, not too shabby there, respectable there for the middle reliever. AJ Minter, 3.68, probably his last season as well. Tanner Scott, a 2.86, definitely an improvement. He was an all-star this past season, I do believe. Lang struggled mightily. Only 32 innings, though, so it's a crowd bullpen, but I don't like that. There you go. Whitley, respectable right there. We still had 40 saves on the season. 5 blood ones, which I don't like, but, he's far away from 300, so good for Whitley. Text you though. Peace out, rock on, stay super classy. Catch you next episode here of our MLB Show 24 Pittsburgh Pirates franchise mode on the channel.